Alright, our first tip is to use downlight side light. So that's how it looks. A very simple combo, works till about 70 damage, or dark yellow, light orange-ish territory. And the reason it's so good is because of the positioning that it puts your opponent in afterwards. So if we take a look here, slow it down, see where Bodvar gets out of stun, right here. So you can see that's the first frame Bodvar's out of stun. The positioning, just the two characters, the distance apart, your opponent can't wake up, they can't immediately hit you after, which is really good compared to, say, like one of your other options, just downlight dare. If we do the same thing here and compare the two, you can see it's a much more unsafe position for you. Right, your opponent has a lot more options, they can just hit you instantly pretty much. So yeah, also the threat of the D-Light Sidelight Nair like that, you can see it's one dodge frame, which is very, very good. That puts a lot of pressure on your opponent to dodge, and basically forces them to dodge. So for all those reasons, D-Light Sidelight is just a very good way to build up damage. You have tons of options afterwards, and your opponent's options are pretty limited because they can't wake up. Alright, so the next tip is to use X-Pivot Dare in neutral. So it looks like this. You can do it out of a dash jump, or just out of a dash, like that. And the reason it's so good is because it really allows you to mix up your movement in the air, and you can bait people really easily with it. So say for example, I do a dare towards Bodvar, he punishes it. The next time what I can do is do an X-Pivot Dare. And then he'll miss his punish because I'm way out of the way, and then I can just dash up and punish him. So we're playing neutral. I do a dash jump, X-Pivot Dare. He tries to punish, and then I dash up, punish him back. Easy peasy. Yeah, a quick tip for actually executing it is to hold the down key or down diagonal on controller the whole time, like from the start. So that way you're not inputting it in the air and you won't accidentally fast fall like that. So if you hold down the whole time, look at my input display down below, you'll see what I mean. And then I do the dash jump, X-Pivot Dare, and the down key is held the whole time. And it'll make it so I never accidentally input a fast fall. So that's pretty useful as well. Alright, our next tip is to use side air to mix up your juggles. So if you play blasters, you know how good Nair is for juggling your opponent. If you hit an air, you can just Nair them over and over, especially people who like to jump to try and get away. You can kind of just Nair them forever. So what a lot of people will do to adapt, they'll kind of drift to the side of your Nair and try and fast fall. And then the counter to that is to hit them with a side air, right? So I'm not going to be able to get the bot to do this, but basically you're juggling with Nair, your opponent tries to go high, then you just continue the juggle, keep nairing them, and then if they're fast falling to the side, trying to get to the ground, that's when you do a Nair into a side air real quick. And I'll roll a clip right here to show what I mean. It may not seem like much, but if you actually implement this into your gameplay, you'll notice how often it works. Because most people, especially good players, when they're trying to adapt to your Nair juggles, what comes to their mind is to fast fall to the side, to get out of range of the Nair, right? Because it hits right above you. And then yeah, you can throw out the quick Sair, and it just works. It counters the option perfectly. I do it all the time. It works anywhere from low elo to high elo. It's just a great option overall. Alright, so the final tip is to space yourself properly from the edge when your opponent's on the wall. So if you look here, if I stand about this far from the ledge, it's the perfect distance to both sidelight and get the last hit of D-Light. Right, so you can see those hit a very similar area. And the thing is, you can use D-Light because of a low cooldown after the last shot, and sort of bait your opponent to coming off the wall and then hit them like that. So if I do D-Light here, they come off the wall trying to punish it, I can just immediately sidelight. And then you're also far enough from the ledge where you can pretty easily cover people dodging through. So if I'm spamming moves here and someone dodges through them, I can do like a jump dare, or maybe an end light, or you know, whatever you want. If you're on Reno, you can down sig, and that'll catch that option. And then if they try and go up and around this option, so say they're on the wall, they're trying to avoid your hitboxes, and they go up and around like that, then you can try and read it and just go for a side air. So obviously it's not that simple in a real game. You're gonna have to kind of experiment yourself, but standing this distance away from the ledge and staying safe while pressuring your opponent with attacks is really strong on blasters. Alright, so that concludes it for this guide, but I plan on making more videos similar to this in the future for different weapons, legends, and other Brawlhalla topics. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you don't want to miss out on future guides and other Brawlhalla videos. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.